Hello friends, I'm Dr. Tamim. I have with me Dr. Arpit, who's got amazing rank, 14th rank in the recently conducted NICET, and it's going to be a pleasure listening to how he achieved this. So before we start, Arpit, anybody would like to give a vote of thanks to?
Yes, I would definitely like to thank Almighty God, my parents for supporting me through this journey, and all the faculty of DBMCI. Special mention to you, Sir Dr. Tamim, for constantly teaching us medicine and guiding us properly through this difficult journey, actually. Then the best faculties which I felt were ANAT by Dr. Ashwani, Patho by Dr. Praveen, and Dr. Nasir's microbiology is the most simplified microbiology you can ever attend in any BGME program. Then definitely anesthesia by Ajay Yadav. PSM was amazing, and actually all the subjects were really good, sir.
Dr.
Rajat sir's radiology was amazing, and Rajat sir used to always come in between class like a cameo session and used to motivate everyone.
Yeah.
I found that very motivating, and always I used to, after that session I used to read for another 1 hour. Like after Rajat sir used to come and used to motivate us. Then also Jay Arora sir gave us a vast notes of all the surgery things that could possibly come. If anything was asked in the exam, it was in the notes.
Great. So, Arpit, you are from which college, and
yes,
any other exams you've written, and what were your ranks previously?
Okay, I'm from Bangalore Medical College. I have written NEET 2020. I secured a rank of 12K. Then in May AIMS, I secured 2000 rank.
Okay, so 12,000, 2,000, and now 14th rank.
14th.
Wow, it's an amazing progress. Great. So when would you say you really started? You are our foundation batch student, so you've been with us for 3 years. Right?
Yes.
So when did you really seriously start preparing? You were attending classes from, I think, pre-final?
Yes, sir. Pre-final. During the pre-final years, whichever subject was there, like in third prof, we had ENT, Ophthal, PSM, those respective subjects I finished off that time. Actually, the foundation batch helped me to gain gold medals in ENT, Ophthal, PSM, third year overall, and microbiology to the BMC as well as
university level.
University.
Wow. And that's very tough. The university has got a huge number of medical colleges in Karnataka. So that's really remarkable. So university topper, gold medalist in all those subjects. So how useful were these foundation classes for you to achieve those kind of gold medals?
So foundation batch, as the name suggests, it is the foundation. You have to attend because those will give the basic concepts. Like whatever I learnt, ANAT, physio, patho, micro helped me in final year. And obviously again attending the final year subjects was a great boost. Then also now again attending the DBMCI regular batch. In DBMCI, amidst the entire pandemic of COVID, it was conducted flawlessly, and all of us were very happy with the content. Actually, it was more than expected, and the tests were really amazing, sir.
Fantastic. So how was your typical day like when you were preparing? Because the online classes, we could not have very long sessions, unlike a face-to-face. So online live classes were like, because they were shorter during a part of a day, they were conducted almost every day, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So how are you managing in your preparation?
So daily, it started at 3 p.m. The classes started at 3 p.m. and ended at 9 p.m. So basically, I used to sleep at 10 p.m. and get up in the morning at 4:35 a.m. and keep the most difficult part, whichever I felt of the previous class, in the morning session up till 8 o'clock, from 5 to 8 a.m. Then after that, breakfast and another session of reading and solving MCQs. Then finally,
the class would start. So I think that's remarkable. No? How that would be easily touching around 13-14 hours a day.
Yes, sir. Towards the end,
it was
I crossed that.
Remarkable, man. I think that's really fantastic. That explains the determination, the grit which has got you in this kind of rank situation. Amazing. So in this, how are you balancing your questions and theory, and you said you were revising the class on the previous day, the next day itself?
The next day itself.
Well, other than that, what else were you doing?
Other than that, almost in the starting of the preparation, I used to do 2 grand tests in 1 month.
1 month.
Then towards the end, towards last 1.5 months or 2 months, I did 1 grand test weekly. Then last 3-4 days, 3 grand test daily.
Wow. Fantastic. And how was your performance in the grand tests?
Grand tests, I used to be in the top 30. Initially, when I started my preparation in March, etc., I used to get around 1,000, 2,000, very not so great ranks. Then in June, July, I actually got the hang of it. Like, sir, actually two people need special mention why I got the hang of it. One is you, sir. You told us that whatever happens, you have to know the difference between the two things. You have to know difference between neuropathy, myopathy. If you know one side of the column, it's not useful. You have to know the exact differences. Then only you'll crack an MCQ. Then that was one thing which boosted the confidence like anything. Then second was pediatrics class by Pankaj Tiku, sir. It was really amazing. Sir did it in such a concise way that after doing one particular topic, it took only 10 minutes to revise it. Actually, I had kept pediatrics 2 days to revise it in the final thing. But what Pankaj Tiku sir had done it, I could finish pediatrics in 1 day. And not only that, I applied it to other subjects and immediately my rank entered in top 500.
Great.
Then slowly as months passed, I entered into top 100 and slowly top 50.
Right. So you were part of our Super 30 group also?
Towards the end, yes, sir.
Okay, right. If you have to give to your juniors something special that you did that helped you get this rank, what would that be? Because many of your classmates also have got very good ranks in BMC.
Yes,
I think
sir.
within 50 from Bangalore, we've got I think 6 people. I think 5 to
yes,
6
sir.
people
5
have
to
got us
6
in 50 itself. At least those that we know of as of now. So I think it's been really remarkable your achievement. So what would you say 1 or 2 things that you did differently that helped you achieve this?
Differently, one thing is COVID session. The COVID session was amazing, sir. Our question paper was filled with COVID, and all of them, I'm sure I got them right thanks to the COVID session. And sir, you had specially mentioned if there has to be an image in COVID, it has to be one of 2 things. One is non-breathable mask, another is high flow oxygen cannula. High flow oxygen cannula came. So
Okay.
COVID, it was filled with COVID, the question paper, and the COVID that was done in DBMCI, it was some 30 pages, and all the questions were from there, sir.
Right.
Not even a single different question.
Right. So I think COVID is a special session that was conducted by DBMCI. It was there in eGurukul.
Yes.
And it was about, my session was at least 5.5 hours, I
Yes.
think, yeah. Good. So how would you handle image-based questions?
Image-based questions, sir, I had attended the May Vibe,
Okay.
which was done,
Okay.
and I revised that entire booklet.
Okay.
Then this November Vibe also, I attended certain subjects which I wasn't that sure of.
Okay.
And I revised those just some 5 days before the exam.
Okay.
And I was able to handle the images carefully.
Great. Right. So you finished after Vibe. I think you had finished all your classes, and
Yes, sir.
I think we had finished our course on time by September. I think isn't
Yes,
it?
sir.
September it had got over. October first week the Vibe was over. So you had ample time for revision.
Yes,
How
sir.
do you plan your revision, and how do you divide your time?
Sir, whatever Rajat sir had set a timetable, sir had given us a timetable, and I had followed it accordingly. I had made few adjustments, like microbiology was my strong point because of Dr. Nasir. Sir had simplified microbiology to an extent that you can complete it in 1 day.
Okay.
So such subjects I reduced the amount of time and included grand tests in it. So
Okay.
just a modification of whatever Rajat sir had given us. Exactly the same thing I copied. I was able to finish it 3 days before the actual exam.
Okay.
My first revision. And those last 3 days I gave GTs. 3 per day.
So out of 200 questions, how many questions did you attempt?
I attempted 187. Sir.
187. Did you think you under attempted, or do you think you did the
I
right
think
thing?
I over attempted, but when I got the result, I was happy, sir.
Anybody would be happy with getting such a good rank. So what topics you thought, or what subjects you thought were covered more extensively, and how was the paper in general? Was it more of memory-based factual questions,
The paper-
or more of
The
concept-based?
paper was highly conceptual. Like there were many clinical scenarios with multiple correct answers. Sir, you had given us one YouTube video just 2 days before the exam, how to handle such multiple answers. I used the same thing. First look at option C, then rule it out, then look at the other options. I used the same technique. There were many questions with clinical scenarios. A patient comes to you with so-so presentation. And the thing is, medicines, the way you have taught us to rule out the options and to handle such clinical questions, it helped me to gain a lot of time in other subjects so that I can give more time to other subjects which were more memory based.
Great.
But entirely the paper was conceptual.
Great. So I think this is a very important take-home message for all those who are preparing, that the kind of questions that they're asking now is definitely very conceptual. Very few rote learning, memory-based questions are coming in our exams nowadays. So your concept should be really good, which means your pathophysio should be very, very strong. How useful was your internship? Because BMC internship is considered to be very, very hectic.
Very hectic.
And in general, we BMCites, we just decide to, focus on our work and then study after the internship gets over. So how useful was doing internship in BMC? How did it help you?
Sir, it was very helpful, sir, because we got to see a lot of instruments and clinical scenarios that I think played a role in at least some 5 to 10 questions. You have to do internship in a busy hospital to learn the clinical aspects,
Right.
because there is no amount of reading that can match that.
That can match that. So you look very familiar. You attended medicine multiple times.
Yes, sir. I have attended 3 times. Sir.
3
I have,
times. Right.
Actually, yours medicine. You have done psychiatry. You have done biostatistics
For you.
for us. I actually did psychiatry from there, and there were 3 questions. All 3 were from there. I'm like happy.
So how good do you think is my psychiatry and statistics?
So very good, sir.
Okay, great. So I think obviously you'll say good because I'm sitting next to you.
No, sir.
So anyway, huge congratulations to you. Any important points you would suggest what your junior should follow to be able to reach to your?
The thing is, you should solve a lot of questions. You should solve at DBMCI this year, at least post class test there were 300 questions, so that was a huge amount for each subject. That gave us a wide amount of questions and a lot of experience. That was a good thing. Then even grand test, I used to solve them on test press, DBMCI test press. There were almost 15 to 20 grand tests. Every month I used to give 1 or 2 over there. Then another thing is, when you are revising, you should revise as though you are reading this for the last time. Never ever am I going to open this book again. This is the last time I'm going to read this, and this time only I'm going to take the seat.
Great, fantastic. So this time many of us personally took interest in setting the question paper and all. I think my question paper, how did you do in that special endocrine test?
Sir, I got rank of 13.
Okay, in
I
that.
got rank of 13 in that.
I think I really set very tough questions in
yes,
that
sir.
one particular 15 questions paper.
15 question, and that neurology.
So,
was
for
also
those who
very
are
good.
watching, actually what happened was we conducted a 50 questions endocrine after my class, and there were many people who got 50 out of 50. So for those people who got 50 out of 50, we had to set another 15 questions, which were pretty tough. I think they were DM level questions. And in that also many students did very well. So that shows the kind of two-way communication we had in the live classes. Even though there's a pandemic year, I think the interaction that we saw, because it's very easy to type questions and ask, rather than in the face-to-face class in an auditorium, it's more difficult for somebody to
Yes, sir.
post a question. So it's been amazing talking to you, Arpit. I think it's really remarkable. So any final words to your juniors, and then we'll wrap it up.
Final words. Definitely one thing is, you should follow what Tamim sir says. There is a technique of reading that you have to take it every hour by hour. That in this hour I'll finish ECG CVS. You have to finish that ECG CVS. Until that, do not get up. Keep your mobile aside. Keep everything aside. And this actually, sir, you kept reminding us of this technique throughout the year. And every time you used to remind us, I used to be like, okay, I have stopped this, again I have to start it. Then every time it used to be a confidence boost, little more I used to study, and more, and finally it added up.
Fantastic. So it's been an immense pleasure talking to you, Arpit. We hope
Thank you,
that
sir.
you're going to do great in the institute that you're going to join now, and I hope you have an amazing future again in the in the future as well. I hope you really go on to do very well.
Thank
so
you, sir.
best wishes and good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.